Hey guys, it's Moody here, and today I have a Wi-Fi battle for you all. As you can see, I finally, mixed up my team and got some other decent Pokemon to use, so that'll be fun. And today I have a battle against Nagi. His link is always in the description, and you can check out his channel. He's a really good friend of mine, and last night, he's like, let's just have a battle for fun, and I'm like, but I don't really have a team, because I don't really have a team. I'm kind of still like using some Pokemon and experimenting with them for fun because that's what it is right now, but I'm very much enjoying the Pokemon I have right now, and I assumed he might lead off with like Excadrill, but at the same time I'm just like, well, Tyranitar can probably set up. For me it was usually like I want to either lead with Galvantula and get a Sticky Web up, or like Tyranitar and try and get Stealth Rock up, but at the same time Excadrill can also like be a rapid spinner, so I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do if that scenario did present itself. So here we go. Battle starts, and he does end up leading off with his Excadrill, and I end up finding out that he also has an air balloon, which is annoying, but it's kind of to be expected. So I made it like a priority to get rid of the air balloon by going for a crunch, and I knew that I was probably going to die without even getting to set up my stealth rocks, but his rock though does take me out. So here I thought, okay, I can go into my Galvantula and probably take him out with an energy ball. So I go into Galvantula, take him out with an energy ball, and I don't really have to worry about, I guess, him spitting away any hazards I have. Like, that was my main concern at the time. That's why I really wanted to get rid of it. So now he goes into his Swallow. I'm like, maybe I could live a Brave Bird because I resist it, right? I mean, I didn't resist it because I am a bug type, so I was being dumb at the time, but I did live, and I'm like, I hit a Thunder too. Damn, Galvantula, you're ballin'. That's what I'm talking about. So now he goes into his Espeon as I go into my Noivern, and I frisk. I find that he has Light Clay, and I'm like, I'm not just taunt you. And then I'm like, fuck, I forgot about Magic Bounce. Damn it. I'm like, no, it's just a whole bunch of awful. I totally forgot about Magic Bounce, so instead I had to end up going for U-turn. Could have got more damage if I went for U-turn on the first turn, which had I remembered Magic Bounce, then I would have. So I went into my Mawile. I kind of wanted to scare him out, and at the same time I can't really hit him with much now that he has his screens up. So I also didn't think that he could hit me with much either, because I would resist a lot of his attacks. So now he goes into his Banette, and I did Sword Dance on the switch, but I was too scared to stay in, fearing a Will-O-Wisp, because no one needs a freaking Will-O-Wisp, especially on a physical attacker. So I switched out into Noivern, because Noivern's special, just in case the Will-O-Wisp would have happened, but he went for Taunt, and I just, Taunt on Noivern doesn't really matter much. I mean, he's just gonna Shadow Sneak me. It doesn't really do a lot. My attacks don't do much either, which is very sad, but because he has his screens up, everything is just gonna do like not zero damage, but not very much damage. So I'm burned. The only really bad thing about being burned for me is that my U-turns don't do much, and I'm taking extra damage, but I'm mainly a special attacker, so it's like, I'm just gonna taunt him because I wanted to taunt him and then hope that I can bring in Mawile and not have to fear him going for like Will-O-Wisp. But he ends up switching out now, which I guess is interesting. I wasn't really expecting that, except I thought that maybe now he switched out just so he can like get his screens back up, because at that point I was kind of stalling to get the screens out, but instead he does go for Psyshock, which is like, alright, I guess if you don't want to get your Reflect back on. I'm like, alright, that's cool. I'm just going to my Talonflame now just so I can get off a Flare Blitz and take him out. So I didn't really want to deal with the screens bullshit anymore, because I got physical attackers I need to set up. I don't need those dual screens getting in my way, or Reflect or whatever. And here I just decided to stay in and go for an Acrobatics just to get damage on it, because I didn't really think that my Talonflame, I guess, would have much use, but now I went into my Goodra. I totally forgot that this thing can also carry Dragon Pulse, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Well, you know what, I'm just gonna hit you with my own Dragon Pulse. I was kind of hoping he would switch, but he didn't, and I did take a lot of damage, but I'm like, Shadow Sneak, live it. Yes, I lived at 9. Got a gooey speed drop, and with that, I'm just gonna go for a rest and rest up, and Resto Chesto up in here. That is annoying. So he goes for a taunt now, which is pretty much useless because I'm probably not going to go for rest again. So I'm just going to Dragon Pulse him, and I assume that, hey, I'm just going to kill him now. It's all going to be fun. But Destiny Bond happens, so that bullshit is a thing. And I'm just like, ugh. We're both down to our last Pokemon. I was feeling so good about this, and now all of a sudden I'm like, what is your last thing? It's a Drifblim, and I'm just like, this is dangerous, dangerous territory right now. It's gonna be a lot of mind games, because I'm gonna try and get off a Sucker Punch, but he does Calm Mind. So I'm like, okay, next turn I'm gonna Swords Dance. And then I figure I'm just gonna keep going for fucking Sucker Punch, because at some point he's gonna have to attack me. Luckily, he just attacks me, and I was able to live his hit and take the win home. So this battle was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So as always, I love you guys so very much, and have a wonderful day, and bye.